tropical storm Rumbia or Gorio continuing to push across the Philippines today. Signal force warnings already in effect after the storm made landfall into the early morning hours here on Saturday along the eastern coast of Samar. This video coming out of Legazpi City, you can see some of this rainfall already coming down, and this is going to be the case across most of the country as we go through Saturday, but especially into the Manila Metro area. By Sunday morning, the storm system is going to be passing right past you. So with that said, let's take a look at the current visible satellite imagery, and right now you can see where it made landfall here along the east coast of Samar. Just starting to exit the island, pushing off there towards Southern Luzon, but really it is remaining rather organized. Sea surface temperatures out here supporting that moisture to continue to get picked up from the ocean upwards about 30 degrees around the Philippines, but also even though there are the islands, it is technically over land. What we are seeing is it's still going to be continuing to remain, well, somewhat organized because of the fact that there is a lot of water available for the storm system. Now, granted, the mountains across southern Luzon, you are going to be seeing some weakening due to the friction with that, but it still has plenty of moisture inflow coming in from the east and also in from the west. So that will not only cause the storm system to maintain its intensity, but it also is going to be seeing a lot of moisture inflow, causing the risk of some, well, flooding out here, and not just that, but even landslides, especially in these areas we are seeing some of the heaviest rainfall, where I do anticipate it being here along the east coast of Luzon. Also, we're seeing a big flare-up convection here in western portions of Visayas. No light rain being reported there in Cebu, but still you're going to be seeing some heavy showers out of this. The good news is that you saw some flooding there into northern Mindanao on Friday. It looks like conditions are improving for you just because the storm system is now moving a little bit farther off there towards the north. But like I said at the beginning of this update, next on tap is going to be here for you in the Manila area. And this is actually by Saturday evening through the overnight hours, expecting this storm system to push across southern Luzon. Look at these winds kicking up, though, upwards of about, this is tropical storm strength, 40, 50 knots. So according to the GFS model, it's going to maintain that intensity. Now, this is out by Sunday morning, and like I said, Sunday morning, really the heaviest rainfall is going to be hitting the Manila area. You can see these winds coming in out of the South China Sea. Also, just towards the east, you'll still have some very high winds continuing to push on here, shore here as well. But really, the big problem is going to be these waves in Manila Bay. And then we're also going to be seeing that heavy rainfall. Let's pull up the MSL for the same time here. Now, granted, this is only 24 hours out, so this is going to be fairly accurate. The heaviest rainfall in and around Manila, northern portions of Manila into Angeles City. Also down here towards the south, you have that moisture inflow, the enhancement of the monsoon. So that's going to be pushing on there around Mindanao Island. And then as we look ahead another few hours, it just starts to skirt off there towards the northwest, and widespread rain showers here as we go through the afternoon hours there on Sunday. So like I said earlier, there's the risk of some serious flooding here, especially urban flooding. Over 1 to 200 millimeters in the Manila Metro area very well could be expected as the storm continues to push overhead. Now, this is the recent track from the Japan Meteorological Agency, the official agency here in the Western Pacific, following right along with that GFS model set, and that's really why I wanted to show it to you here. 65 gusting to 93 kilometers per hour, though, as it just passes by north of Manila there. Now, this is by 11 a.m., so 11 a.m. here on Sunday morning, going a little bit slower than what the model showed. But let's take a look at what JTWC, remember, you can find this tool at the website at westernpacificweather.com. It shows not just JMA, but also JTWC just north of there. Similar wind output. The gust a little bit lower, and even Bagasa. Let's take a look at what they're going to be saying here. Very similar as well. But Bagasa runs it directly over Manila. Likely because, well, they're warning for the Philippines here, and they really want Manila to get definitely prepared for this. Tropical storm strength winds very well possible here, but like I said, main factor is going to be coastal flooding, especially in and around Manila Bay, right near the waterfront there. But also, you're going to be seeing this heavy rainfall. Let's scroll down and take a look at what areas are under signal force warnings at this time. Now, this is granted Saturday afternoon. Latte's still under signal force. Too many of these areas out here, but also take a look at signal force 1, Cavite, Metro Manila, some of these places that, even if you aren't in the Philippines, you do recognize them, and they are starting to put under winds under 60 kilometers per hour, and some of the schools are already being closed here, but it is the weekend, granted. So that's through the day on Saturday and the Sunday. If you have any videos or photos you want to share with us, please also, anywhere on the webpage, mainly every page has this feature now. You can upload and share your photos of the storm here, or if you upload it to YouTube, just share your link to us at our Facebook page, and we would try to get them into these video updates, just like, well, this video we used at the beginning here. But also, after that storm pushes by, now we're going to be going into Sunday night, starting to re-intensify. This is according to the JTWC, up to 83 kilometers per hour there. And then it's going to push off towards the northwest. And well, watch out Hong Kong, because it does look like it is going to be pushing right past your area. According to JTWC, just towards the left of Hong Kong, this would put the storm's winds into the right front quadrant. Let's take a look actually at that GFS model we were showing you just a second ago. But let's actually look out to next week. And this model, at least in the past 24 to 48 hours, has been fairly accurate on this storm system. And by next week, I mean Monday afternoon. So really only about, well, this is about 48 to 60 hours out here. And the storm system continuing to push off there towards the northwest. Take a look at this. Tropical storm strength winds actually gusting up to about 50 to 60 knots in some areas here, pushing typhoon strength gust. And then it's going to push off there. Let's push a little bit farther. Now this is Monday through the overnight hours, moving right there towards the west of Hong Kong, moving out towards Guangzhou. Some very gusty winds around the Bay Area, and that is really going to be, well, push onshore, creating some high waves. And Hong Kong is not a harbor that you want to be stuck in. There's been many reports of damaged ships out here when typhoons try to come through there, because there's really no place to moor. Most of the ships anchor out here. This is looking at the MSL at the same time. Some heavy rainfall across the area, even out there towards Guangzhou as well. So there is the risk of some flooding, but I think the big risk is going to be the high waves and these winds continuing to crash ashore. Now, nothing too extreme for the Hong Kong area. It's nothing that you would panic about, but it definitely is going to sour out the start of the week on Monday going into Tuesday. But for now, we're definitely going to continue to keep a very close eye on Gorio here, or Rumbia, pushing off there towards the northwest. Well, like I said, but for the Philippines and including the Manila area, especially inland, you're going to see risk of landslides. The heavy rainfall coming down, urban flooding definitely high at risk, and even those high waves right near the coastlines. Not a series of days this week at all, and I hope that people use their common sense and just don't venture out to the waters. We always hear of reports of deaths from these storm systems due to people trying to swim across rivers, flooded rivers during these storms. Just use your common sense. If you're watching this video, please stay safe out there, everyone. And as always, we are not an official agency at all, so please do go check in with JMA or Pagasa, depending on where you are. But thanks, and stay safe out there.